Hide your online activity and location with Virtual Shield VPN. Your 20% off code and your free trial are in the description. If you guys enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and share it with everybody you know.
Hold on a second. I just want to pray for a second. Please, God, let him be watching this right now. Okay. All right. Back to us. And sorry to bring you into this, but...
In a democracy, we've always had to worry about the ignorance of the uneducated. Today, we have to worry about the ignorance of people with college degrees. There's a physical principle probably as old as time itself. A stream can rise no higher than its source. With regard to the human body, if you feed it with junk, maybe not today or tomorrow, but one day, that's going to catch up to you, and your body will retaliate in a way that'll make you regret the careless way in which you lived. Garbage in, garbage out. The same holds true in the area of the mind. If you feed it mind-eroding garbage, don't expect it to be kind to you later on down the road when you're no longer capable of rational, logical thought, or common sense, or moral decency for that matter. And the next time you wonder about the pitiful state of our world, you don't have to look any further than late shows with sold-out Hollyweird celebrities interviewing other sold-out Hollyweird celebrities before an audience of National Enquirer-minded, zombie-like lemmings in a desperate attempt to boost ratings and add to the already accelerated societal degradation. And of course, it's all done in gross hypocrisy. And before I get started, let me just point out some YouTube hypocrisy. My channel gets videos demonetized often. What's the reason for demonetizing? YouTube claims that my videos are, quote, not advertiser friendly. So when I request a review, they let me know that my videos are, quote, not suitable for most advertisers, confirmed by manual review. But there appears to be plenty of advertisers willing to put their ad placements in front of a body-shaming Jimmy Kimmel video where a low-life prostitute porn star, an actress, and a talk show host can make fun of a private consensual meeting with Donald Trump as they mock the size of Trump's private parts. This is Jimmy Kimmel's video launched on October 2nd entitled Exclusive: Stormy Daniels Details Sex with Donald Trump. And what two corporations, at least the two corporations that I saw, deem such content not only advertiser friendly, but pay for premium, long play, non-skippable ads? Microsoft and Starbucks. And if this isn't selective demonetization, selective advertising, and selective outrage, all rolled into one nice hypocritical little blanket, nothing is. With zero regard for Donald Trump's wife, Jimmy Kimmel rushes headlong into an ignorant interview with porn slut Stormy Daniels in an episode I would call Body Shaming is Not Okay for You, but it is okay for Jimmy Kimmel, because he's special. He's a leftist. Heck, if you look at YouTube's community guidelines on harassment and cyberbullying, his video would fit that criteria. I've had a video removed and got a community guideline strike for bullying someone when I proved conclusively that they were lying about being hit in the head by a .223 bullet at the Las Vegas event, after which he collected over $20,000 from sympathy money on his GoFundMe page. Here are some highlights from Jimmy Kimmel's video, or should I say, lowlights. Now, I'm going through the mud here because the psychology of those Hollyweird puppets who lead the brain-dead zombie hordes can offer some insight into the minds of those who feed off this filth, with the objective of getting into their minds and setting brush fires of freedom.
Our next guest from movies that are too dirty to name and for having sex with the world's most notorious orange person. Her new memoir is called Full Disclosure. Please welcome Stormy Daniels.
Yeah, a slutty porn star gets a round of applause on late night television. It's already shaping up to be a mentally stimulating, positive interview that's gonna make the world a better place. Right? As she comes out, I just want to observe that this is mind-numbing darkness, guys. applause for an individual who has virtually no moral compass, will do pretty much anything up to and including selling her own body for money, and she gets a long round of applause from an audience that doesn't give a damn about truth, justice, or morality. It's just a recipe for mental erosion and disaster. Acceptance of this kind of thing is the reason you still see the National Enquirer, People Magazine, and Soap Opera Digest in the checkout line of virtually every grocery store.
I'm so happy you're here, and Sarah's happy you're here.
I'm happy you're here.
We talked during the
I'm
commercial,
happy you're
and
both
Sarah's
here.
like, I would love to chat.
I'd actually like to stay.
Yeah.
So I'm
These
here.
are always better.
She did it right away, folks. Right away.
A lot has changed since the last time you were here. You were really not allowed to say anything. What has changed? Why are you now allowed to say things?
I have left peeps to give.
This may be true, but she also has a lot of money to make on her current star power while the getting's good. Gotta sell that book.
Because you don't care. You're like, forget it, I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, good. That's great news. That's really good news. And I enjoyed the book.
Let's just take Jimmy at his word here that he actually read this book. Who sits around and reads the words of a porn star? You'd think Jimmy'd have better things to do, like work on that next monologue where he pretends to care about kids as he's promoting common sense gun regulation.
You mentioned at the beginning of the book that I know a lot of you are just going to skip right to the Trump chapter, so let's skip right to the Trump chapter.
Jimmy, you're so predictable.
This is just a dark person who's reveling in her 15 minutes of fame before she fades off into obscurity. So Jimmy goes through Daniel's story about how she met Trump at a golf course where he supposedly asked her out to dinner, to which she says,
I don't think he wanted to have dinner at all.
You want to have some kind of dinner. You definitely want to have a certain kind of dinner.
I think he wanted to go straight to dessert.
Something to dessert, yeah. Yeah.
if this actually happened the way Daniel says it did, Trump's a dirtbag for betraying his wife and his family like this with a sleazeball prostitute. I'm sure everybody can see this, but apparently inquiring minds want to know about this stuff. Let's fast forward to this part.
So he shows up, and this is the first moment where I was just delighted to hear this little detail.
Look how happy you are.
I know.
I bring you such joy.
Really?
You're more
And what exactly is it that has Jimmy beaming ear to ear? Oh, it's this.
The door to the hotel opens, and what is Donald Trump wearing?
silky pajamas.
And they were black pajamas,
Yes.
right? Yeah. So he immediately looks like a Halloween pumpkin or something.
So Jimmy is overjoyed about a married man coming to the door to welcome a porn star into his room wearing silky pajamas. That's the ethical level at which Kimmel's operating. And people turn their minds off and non-objectively let this guy's ideas and content into their minds.
I wish you could make him change now.
He followed orders much better back then.
I don't know. I think maybe you could still order him around a little bit. And
I'd have to speak in Russian, though.
you guys had dinner.
To which Sarah Paulson, whoever she is, says,
This is very good.
Oh, this is very bad. I know, this is very, very bad.
guys, this person is creepy. Then we degrade to this.
What does he do? Like when you spank Donald Trump, is he like...
Are you arching your back?
Yes, I wonder, is he like leaning forward and going like, oh, you know, like...
You want me to show you?
Yeah, I would love you to show me. Thank you, yeah.
Just when you thought you had reached the bottom of the barrel. And guys, we're not even to the bottom of the barrel yet in this ridiculous display of nonsense.
Stand up, Jimmy.
So, but I want to know what he does.
But the book will hurt a lot more than the magazine.
So of course, with the audience screaming for more, Kimmel and Daniels do this.
Well, is this what he did?
Remember, all perfectly okay with YouTube and their advertisers. Believe it or not, we still haven't sunk to the bottom on this show yet. Let me just say that what people do in the privacy of their own bedrooms is their business. That Daniels feels that she has the liberty to talk to the world about this alleged private encounter with Trump shows you that she's a person who doesn't have any problem betraying a confidence or making shit up as long as she's profiting off of it. I'm sure there are lower lives on this earth, but hers is right there with some of the lowest. And because they didn't think they went far enough, they do this.
You also described the president's penis in, let me just read it.
Do you have it bookmarked? What is wrong with you? And you highlighted it?
Highlighted.
He knows he has an unusual penis. It has a huge mushroom head, like a toadstool. But you also say it's smaller than average.
Now, the reason I mentioned body shaming at the beginning of this video is because there's no end to the diatribes coming from the left vehemently condemning people for shaming the bodies of others. But in the world of leftism, darkness and hypocrisy are twins who come fast and easy for those who've sold their souls on the altar of the double standard. But wait, there's more. Jimmy's just warming up. Not content with simply painting a visual with words, he resorts to this.
All right.
That's epic. Did you do this yourself?
Is this really what it comes down to, guys? The social justice warriors who pretend to stand against body shaming go full tilt as they put on the ultimate display of shaming somebody's body. Thankfully, there are some voices of integrity and common sense in the comments under Kimmel's video, glorifying a prostitute and a John on national TV. I honestly don't think it's okay for anyone to sleep with people in private, then go out and talk like this. It's very mean. Talking about someone that on a talk show is plain wrong, whoever the person is. Why did Stormy sign herself up for embarrassment? Apparently, Jimmy is hurting for guests. This is the best he could come up with? How sad. How dignified. The president's genitals being discussed on an internationally broadcast show. This is bullying at its finest. And then we ask why children get bullied at school because of the way they look? This is the example we set? How embarrassing that she's even getting interviewed. She slept with him willingly and now discussing details on TV? No matter what he does and what kind of person he is, this is out of line. Laughing my ass off. America is a cycle of embarrassment to the world. No matter how much fun you make of him, you're the one who slept with him. I'm assuming body shaming is finally acceptable again? I don't know why I slept with him. I know. Money. Voluntarily slept with him, voluntarily continued to communicate with him, voluntarily took his money, now she's a victim. Give me a break. I'm not a fan of Trump's, but Jimmy, have some respect for yourself. When you stoop that low, you are no different from the orange fella. And I leave you with the, at times, piercing words of George Carlin. When you're born into this world, you get a ticket to the freak show. When you're born in America, you get a front row seat. Anything coming out of Hollywood is a freak show, and it's all designed to turn your eyes away from the issues we need to be focusing on and the criminals we should be indicting. Leave your comments for the world, the Google Thought Police, and Jimmy Kimmel's zombie horde in the comments section below. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Which of these mushrooms, orange mushrooms, would most represent the commander-in-chief of the United States military?
Guys, I don't know how much longer my channel will be around here on YouTube. Please take a minute and sign up to my email list. It's free, painless, and you'll get some cool stuff. Also, take another minute to subscribe to my decentralized, censorship-free BitChute and Steemit channels. All these links are in the description. I want you to know this. If my channel goes down, I'll still produce content for you guys through my website and through BitChute and Steemit. So make sure you stay connected through the email subscription link in the description below. Just watch the 45-second video on my website and you'll be all set. If you want to support my work on this channel, grab a shirt, snag a flashlight, or hit me up on Patreon and PayPal. I'll see you guys in the next video. Before you go, check out one of the most in-your-face, hard-hitting, conversation-starting shirt stores on the planet. Just by wearing one of these t-shirts, hoodies, tank tops, or cutoffs, and without saying a word, you can let people know that black rifles matter. You can inform the sleeping masses that fluoride is dumbing them down, that Google is a gulag-style censorship machine, that the Department of Homeland Security is merely security theater, that the NSA makes your private life their business, that the Grim Reaper supports everyone's troops, that we need to legalize freedom, that in life there are no excuses, that CNN is a communist news network, voting is the suggestion box of slaves, that 9/11 was a lie, and that all official stories should be questioned. Also, let people know we're in the middle of a full-blown sheepvolution, taxation is theft, the IRS is an immoral robbery service, cops enjoy protecting and serving the crap out of you, that the space you occupy is not a gun-free zone, and that gun-free zones are the most dangerous places on earth. Your purchase helps support more hard-hitting content on my censored channel. As of the recording of this video, I have over 90 designs. I take your requests for new designs, and I'm adding new ones every week, so check back often. The link to the store is in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.